Close your eyes for a moment, if you can, and take a slow breath in. Because 2026 is not just another year for love. For some signs, it's a year of proposals, rings, and life-changing choices. You've already felt a shift around your heart. Old patterns are collapsing. You're less willing to settle. That's not random. That's timing. In this reading, I am going to walk through every zodiac sign and reveal who is most likely to get engaged, move in together, or get married in 2026. If you're hearing this, your guides have a reason for bringing you here. You'll know this message is for you if something in your chest tightens, or you get that strange feeling of "I knew this was coming." Listen for your sun sign first. Then notice any signs that keep coming up around you in love, someone you're dating, thinking about, or can't quite let go of. And stay with me until the end, because one sign has the strongest wedding year energy of all, and you may be more connected to that sign than you realize. Let's begin, Aries. In 2026, commitment stops feeling like a trap and starts feeling like a mission. You've spent years proving you can stand on your own. You're strong, you're independent, you're tired of doing everything alone. You might already feel the soft ache for a real partner. Someone who matches your fire instead of trying to control it. In 2026, expect serious conversations about the future. Where is this going? Talk that you used to avoid suddenly feels necessary, even exciting. If you're already in a relationship, pressure around March to August could push you to either level up or walk away. The universe is clearing anything that cannot grow with you. You are most likely to marry the person who challenges you, but also makes you feel strangely safe to be impulsive and honest. If you feel like life has been testing your patience in love, that's a sign your wedding energy is getting closer, not further away. Taurus. For you, 2026 feels like a homecoming of the heart. You've carried disappointments. You remember promises that were never kept. Part of you says, "I'll never fully trust again," but another quieter part still hopes. In 2026, you are being guided towards steady, long-term commitment. This is not a casual year for you. It's the year when someday becomes "we need a real plan." You may find yourself talking about moving in, combining finances, or finally setting a date that keeps getting delayed. If someone has been in and out of your life, 2026 will either solidify that bond into something official, or remove it so something more loyal can arrive. You'll know this is your message if you've been noticing signs about houses, rings, or family more than usual. Your soul is tired of temporary. That's why marriage energy is circling you so strongly this year. Gemini. Your love life in 2026 feels like a story that suddenly chooses a chapter. You've had options. You've had almost relationships. Pieces of you have been scattered. This is the year where conversations turn into decisions. You may find yourself talking late into the night about what you both truly want 5 years from now. Someone who understands your busy mind, who doesn't punish you for changing, becomes incredibly important. Proposals for you may not look traditional. It might be a private promise, a spontaneous "let's just do it," or an agreement that feels more like a pact between souls. Watch for a person who feels like a best friend first. That's the one who can turn into a lifelong partner in 2026. If you've been hearing from old connections again, it's because the universe is asking, do you want to repeat this? Or finally commit to something real? Cancer. For you, 2026 is deeply emotional. You don't fall in love lightly. When you imagine marriage, you don't see a party, you see a life. In 2026, The universe is gently pushing you out of your shell. You may feel a strong urge to build a family, to create a safe home with someone who truly sees you. Old wounds around abandonment or not being chosen in the past may rise up right before your blessing. That's a sign your heart is preparing for a deeper commitment. If you're already with someone, expect powerful conversations about children, homes, or blending families. If you're single, someone with serious intentions could appear when you're finally done chasing people who won't stay. You are one of the signs most likely to marry in 2026, because your soul is ready to be loved in the way you've always offered others. Leo. In 2026, your love life steps into the spotlight. You've spent years building your identity, learning what you deserve, and releasing people who dim your light. This is a year when someone may look at you and think, "I don't want to lose them, ever." Proposals for Leo in 2026 often come after a big moment, a move, a career change, or a test the relationship survives. You may feel torn between freedom and stability, but deep down, you're craving a partner who chooses you loudly and proudly. Expect grand gestures, public declarations, or a deeply intimate proposal that feels like a private coronation. If you've recently walked away from a situationship that never gave you a title, that was your soul making room for someone who cannot wait to call you theirs for life. Virgo. For you, 2026 is about divine timing catching up with your plans. You analyze everything. You notice every red flag. You also quietly daydream about a life where you can finally relax with someone safe in 2026. Long-term patterns in your relationships are exposed. You'll see clearly who supports your growth and who drains your energy. This is not a year for half-hearted promises. It's a year of concrete steps, saving together, planning, or setting a wedding date that finally feels right enough. You may find yourself wanting to fix less and receive more. That shift is what allows a true partner to step forward. If you've been organizing, decluttering, or simplifying your life recently, that's your soul making space for a more permanent commitment. Virgo, you are more likely to marry in 2026 when you stop waiting for perfect and start choosing the person who consistently shows up. Libra, for you, love has always been a mirror. In 2026, that mirror becomes crystal clear. You're one of the most likely signs to step into marriage or serious partnership. Why? Because you're finally understanding the difference between pretty words and consistent actions. You may already feel a growing need for balance in your relationships. You don't want to carry all the weight anymore. You want partnership that feels equal, fair, and deeply romantic. In 2026, expect big decisions about commitment, engagements,